Live. Who wants to kick us off?
Last session felt like it was a combat session, but we did have stuff happen before and after it.
Yeah, we investigated the site of what we thought was another expedition, but
yeah, it was me and
investigator
and Rick.
Toad and
Yeah.
Rick, found that it wasn't just a scoop; it was more melting and equal marks, indicative of something even more sinister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We found some. Go ahead.
I was like, it turns out we found some, proof that it was maybe a Carnathi ship that landed and did a little scoopy scoop out of the ice.
Mm-hmm.
They had scooped out another worm, right? We found a piece of a dead worm.
Yes. Whatever they left behind was the end of the tail. They got everything else. Typical Carnathis.
It seems like
they
they
left
also
some arrows.
That was the proof. Yeah, that was the big proof we found.
We confronted Roheen about it, right? To see if he knew anything about Carnath.
He kind of denied basically everything.
We kind of
and we trusted him about it.
We kind of gauged it, and I think ended up being like, yeah, he doesn't know what's going on.
Because he's had no real reason to lie to us, right? So
What did he lie about us before, though? For the session I wasn't here, he did lie about something, didn't he?
He said that this was their first expedition, but actually it's not the first. There was an expedition from Frosthallfield that had come out to excavate the worm, and it all died.
So after we returned,
we grilled them, asked them questions, try to see if there was some more conspiratorial ties, but the excavation went underway, the ice cracked, and from between these new fissures came out a terrifying monster that gobbled up one of the expeditioners whole.
Yeah, he got hella ate.
Yeah, he got destroyed. What was his name? We gave him a name. Or he had a name, sorry.
I hope we didn't give him a name.
We did.
He did have a name, but I don't think I wrote it down either.
He was a brave soldier.
No, he was just a guy who was working, but yeah.
Yeah. But the worm tried to do it to the cannon that Valerian summoned as well. And after getting smacked by it for pretty high damage, and did have it in his mouth, was about to swallow it, and then he did swallow it actually, right? And then we killed him, and he was about to go back into the hole that he created, but Valerian just summoned it back, even though it was kind of beat up.
And then we ended up killing the damn thing.
Yep. With a big bonk from Toad.
Fucking biggest of bonks.
And then we dragged it back to Blackfield. And then we spent a day there learning weapon masteries before we went back to Bright Rest to get the Dragonhawk.
That our next place is to Frosthallfield for the tournament arc, of course.
Yes. And we did not run into the mage guy while we went back to Bright Rest. So we will have to give him the journal when we see him in Frosthallfield.
Get some unfinished business. It's all coming together at Frosthallfield.
At Frosthallfield. Yeah. think y'all summed it up nicely. Everybody take your inspiration.
Yes.
If you ever wanted to make an inventory thing, you can make something just called inspiration. You can add charges to it if y'all ever felt like it.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, if you ever wanted something to track on your character sheets, but I'm not forcing that.
It's a very good idea.
Yeah, just make
I'm
that
I
tracking
don't
my
have my notes
inspirations.
anymore, so.
I'm using my coppers to track inspiration.
It's not a bad call.
Ooh.
Then I will be sure to give you 3,000 coppers the next time.
Yeah, exactly. just in copper, and I can't exchange it for anything.
Have I ever destroyed an Electrum? I don't know if I have.
Yeah, you talked about
You
it.
better not. You better not.
I don't think you've ever given us any yet, but or maybe you have actually.
It's in this world, but it's not used as a currency. That's how I see it. So, it's used as it's used for a different purpose that we're not particularly exploring in this campaign. But I've stewed on that for a while, so it's more treated like a magical resource, almost like dragon shards. But yeah, so all roads lead to Frosthallfield. Your intent is to link up with Archmage Shalom in order to turn in the captain's log that you were initially requested to seek out and find, which you did. Additionally, the leader of the Aventon people, Captain Cyrus, will be hosting the annual Tournaments of Honor, which the Chief Roheen of the military branch of these folks has indicated that he would vouch for you all to participate and enter, should you wish to join. And you went down to grab the Dragon Hawk, which you received relatively warm feedback on their reception and interactions with the people down in Bright Rest.
Good.
Nothing significant to report from Chief Gus. Nothing stolen. Nothing blown up.
That's always good to hear.
However, I do believe there was a bit of a delay in your trek to Frosthallfield because Mr. Blip was making Valerian polish and fix the cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we're flying towards Frosthallfield, which you can see is a more developed, larger city off in the distance, still, what their definition of a city is and your idea, you're used to Eberron and Corvair with, when you think city, you think massive, sprawling metropolis. Still, in Eberron world, this would be considered a town. What things does your group need to address before we? Actually, y'all want to go around the room? So we'll go ahead and as your crew and yourselves are flying towards Frosthallfield, with the implications you've learned, you're taking a day to rest and repairs. You should be getting into Frosthallfield in the morn. Let's start with Valerian, as you untether yourself from Oak Blossom after a long day of flying. What does Valerian do?
Valerian at first, especially after he is untethered from Oak Blossom, getting ready, I think just after being hounded for every second possible, it feels like, from Mr. Blip, he is going to the cannon to make sure it is polished and clean and in good order. But he does take another cannonball and coats it in purple worm poison and
Okay.
loads it.
Okay.
And and I think as he's putting this back in the same spot that he like etched the summoning of it into his arsenal at. He is looking at the shield that he got from Fire Giants. The favor, he had to prove himself for that shield, and he, midair lobotomy, he earned the favor and he spent it on this shield. And I think right now, Valerian is thinking about and will take out the smoke powder musket from his arsenal, and he will put it in his room, and I will put the shield in my repertoire.
Okay. Yeah. You collected quite an arsenal yourself alone. Weapons of war being your tradecraft, but yeah, I mean the things that you did to get that favor, some good, some bad, some strife amongst the group, and some new plans of intercommunication between your party were made at that moment. That was a pretty tense moment.
It was.
Yeah. Okay. Let's check on Rick. What's Rick doing this evening as you settle down for the night before you get into Frosthallfield?
I don't know. I don't have much of an idea in this case.
No book club?
Oh, I guess that would be the case then, yeah. Probably have book club.
Yeah.
Though we never did get those books, did we?
You did. Just never give you the write-up.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
We could BS something.
Yeah. For sure. I'd like to think that I think you were looking for a few different you were looking for more so fiction novels. If I recall correctly when we were there. Yeah, you were looking. I have notes for fiction for book club, right? So the fiction that you would have gotten from the Three Rings of something that I can't remember right now. The library, right? Fiction that you would have gotten from them would have been really, really strange, because it's really old, right? So it would have been like, it would almost read like ancient fables to you and the people that are examining these books, right? It wouldn't be written in modern day fiction standards. It would be written almost more like adventurer stories or proverbial lessons. And depending on the era, I mean, there's even some stuff that would have been, it might even have some interest to your nation of Ondare or just literary minds of there might not be these stories out in the world anymore due to how old they are. Because the library is a repository of what they believed was modern knowledge at the time, but it's been, thousands of years, tens of thousands of years. Altaic.
Yeah, I think Altaic is very interested in like the Corvarian presence out in the fields around the Crypt of Darkness, and do any like crew members or officers have like more background on the ship, like regarding their abilities to like move unseen? Because like it feels like between Bright Rest and Blackfield, they're not aware of what's going on. Is a Spelljammer ship just popping in and getting out? Even though these people have legends of like a rescue coming to find them, and just like never see.
Yeah.
Just never see this like this is the spell jamming like periodically.
Signy would.
Oh, you gone full rope.
What's that? Can you hear me now?
Sorry, my connection must have gotten.
Oh, I was sitting far
No, it
away.
wasn't just you.
Okay, my mic sensitivity
Yeah.
must be. Oh no, it's showing red on my end. Hold on, let me jump out, try to come back in. Am I back?
Uh-oh.
I can't hear this.
Oh no.
Am I back? Hello?
Yeah,
Something
okay.
laggy.
Is it all right? Yes, no?
Oh,
That's
okay.
good now.
yeah.
Okay, it's going
There you
back
go.
up to green now. Okay, cool. Yeah, Signy would speculate on that aspect, as a Navo, that depending on the weather patterns of each of these moons, it's likely possible to infiltrate the atmosphere of these moons. Right? Moons are big. And if you come in and plan an approach that is dangerous for the ship, as in flying through storms, you would likely have the necessary cloud cover for visual stealth, right? But any sort of magical detection apertures would likely pick up any Spelljammer technology that's out there right now, right? So on some of these less advanced planets or more sparsely populated, it could be done, right? She talks about, like, think about Zorantir. Zorantir is constantly covered in storm. I mean, you can break through atmosphere before even touching the cloud level. Just about anywhere on the moon. No one can detect anyone initially breaching atmosphere, because it's so high above where the actual storm clouds start, that it wouldn't be easy to track on a planet, on a moon like that.
Then maybe it's worth. I don't know if we have access to this information, but like, when's the next kind of a weather that might give the any visiting spelljamming crafts this sort of cover, a storm or just like cloudy atmosphere. Maybe we'll catch him.
Possibly, yeah. Signy can talk to Shalom's people when we run into them again, and see if she can't talk to their more intellectually minded individuals, their science department, see if they can't get some almanac stuff going. You can look into that for y'all. Finally, Toad.
Toad's gonna go find Gus
Okay.
and pull him aside and be like, hey Gus, so you've been on your best behavior lately, and I appreciate how safe you kept the Dragon Hawk while we were gone. So I think you've really earned these back, and we'll hand over Gus's grenades.
So Gus will look at them,
Aw.
and there's kind of a concentrated expression on his face, and he looks down at them and looks back up at you and says, I appreciate the trust you're putting in me with this. I understand that. I understand trust is hard to earn back, and I'm doing everything I can, and I won't. Not looking to do anything like that again. I appreciate it. So,
If you ever need someone to talk to, Gus, like I'm a good listener. I don't know what was going on in your head that would make you act so like secretive and careless. But if there's ever something going on, you can talk to us. You can talk to me, or if you need to talk to Rick, or
the
you bunk with Altaik, you could talk to him. I'm sure he would be fine having a little heart to heart with you.
I've always felt that the role of a security chief was separate and distinct from most of the crew. I'm in a position that I have to make choices that I can't bring in emotions. I have to do things I don't like doing in order to protect you and everybody else here. But I think after Alaric died, I think I've lost a lot of that trust in myself, and those around me, because the things that killed him, you know, I know he's different, but we still, you know, I still am having a hard time believing that Altaic does not serve the same masters as the people that killed his former self. And I have a hard time trusting that. And I know that that is not the majority opinion on this ship. He has done great work. Just I fear that if I don't keep an eye on him and everybody else, something bad will happen, and maybe I just tried to hold the sand too hard in my hands.
I think, Gus, maybe it's just that you think you're having to do it all alone. And don't forget that the rest of the officers, we're here to help you. We're here to make decisions together with you and share the burden. And I know that you are having a hard time with Altaic, and I appreciate that you can be open and honest about your feelings about him, and it's good that you keep an eye on everyone, but stop trying to take it all on yourself, man.
I'll try to speak up more. We still haven't found where that leaked information came from. We still have a mole on this ship.
We have checked everybody for little passengers.
We have. And I mean, I don't want to assume, but if Braylon would be working with the aberrations, as terrible as that sounds, that could be a through point on a person who is known to have telepathic speech. I've never brought that to him, and I don't hold that against him because that's just suspicions. But there's a lot of unknowns that we're still operating with here, and just trying to keep a lid on it. And I know that there's others that can help, and y'all are more than capable, but we need y'all focusing on the big stuff. And this is something that might be nothing. And I think I'm just trying to take my burdens as part of my job to let y'all handle the parts that are so important as soon as you step off this ship. I'm just trying to make sure that this place is safe enough that you can come back to it and feel confident in the people that you're working with.
Tell you what, Gus, I don't know that I necessarily want you focused on keeping an eye on Altaic, but maybe you could try talking to him and getting to know him and seeing about getting him to open up to you in some way. And maybe then you will learn something. Anything you learn, any concerns you have, bring them to me or to Rick or to Captain Valerian. But also maybe it would be good just for us to know a little bit more about Altaic's desires and, you know, what he wants to do. He seems content to come with us on this journey, but he certainly has to have more. There has to be more than that, right? But
I agree.
I appreciate your vigilance, and you should feel free to bring any of those concerns to us, even though, you know, I think all of us are on the pro-Altaic side. It's your job, and we recognize it's your job to be suspicious of all of us. So feel free to, voice those concerns. I would ask that you just, before you make accusations, that you have some type of proof.
Of course. Thank you.
Now, please don't blow up anyone on the ship. I didn't use any of them. I'm giving them all back to you. I think that was really cool that I didn't take any of them.
That is appreciated. It is somewhat limited supply.
Hey, can you help Valerian learn how to shoot his gun better?
I'll see what I can do. I think there's some tricks. It's different technology, but the mechanics are similar. I've seen him definitely doing some things I'm a bit concerned about, but I will approach him in a diplomatic way to maybe have him stop pointing the weapon at things he shouldn't be aiming at.
Yeah, sometimes he just swings it around.
Yeah, it's a little
deck.
Concerning. And
he always is so sure it's not loaded, but I don't know if he knows.
He sure do keep looking down that barrel, right down it, to see if it's clean. And yeah, I'll do something about that, Toad. I will.
Thanks, Gus.
All right. As the sun of cyberspace breaks through the pale white cover of the snow sheets that seem to encapsulate this moon like a massive snow globe, your group awakens in the morning and prepares to head into Frosthallfield. Anything outside of what just came up needs to be addressed before you enter into Frosthallfield. Primarily, my main question is logistics. What are you doing with the ship? Are you landing it in the city? But anything else logistics-wise we want to handle before we enter in.
Any reason we shouldn't land in the city?
Is there any proper ports?
So Frosthallfield does sit. The city of Frosthallfield does sit on the water. However, it sits on a river that etches out into the water, but the dock is not. You can dock there. It's just a little bit of a walk. It's not immediately connected like it was at Bright Rest. But you see open fields. You could potentially scrap. I'll go ahead and pull you there.
I mean, they know about the ship now, right?
They do, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could if it's closer in an open field, then maybe that's more comfortable for us because it's more easy to get to. Yeah, let's just do that. Easy. I just don't want to freak people out and ruin our welcome before we even get.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
And you can.
What's this? Little guy down here.
What?
This little building.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Okay, never mind. That's old man Jenkins' cabin. No one's seen him in 20 years.
It's been 84 years. All right. So, as you're landing directly into Frosthallfield, right? In an open area?
Yeah, in
Okay.
a little field.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you can park the Dragonhawk in this. I forgot my ping is white, so it's fucked on these maps. But just south of, just mainly, yeah, where Allie just pinged. You can bring your Dragonhawk ship down, kicking up fresh white snow. And the first thing that you see immediately is tons of flags and banners. This seems to be a particularly colorful time of the year that's directly in contrast with the pure snowy white that this map is showing, right? You're seeing tons of different flags of blue and reds and oranges that clash and cut right through the rest of this world and of this moon, right? You're seeing rather large crowds beginning to make their way towards the largest facility here, the large rounded building, the circular rounded building to the northwest of the city. And there's definitely interest as you land, right? There's definitely a similar to when you landed at Bright Rest. There's a bit of a shock, right? And there's a sense of immediate excitement, right? By some people who clearly don't recognize you. But then there's some people who likely were at Bright Rest that temper expectations. But people are still excited. You know, newcomers have never been to Dravago. And so you're given a warm welcome. There's a security detachment sent by Rohim's people that welcome you to Frosthallfield, which is the shining bastion of the remnants of the Adventan folk. And it is the departure gate to the star. And so you are offered to be escorted to where the king and his two brother administrators are already setting up for the temple, already setting up for the tournament, right? So you're here just in time. It's starting this morning. One of the messengers passes along that Rohim has indicated that you may have some interest in participating, if not spectating. There are some particularly interesting prizes to the victors this year due to the rumored arrival of, new faring folks and new partnerships. However, right, there are bustling marketplaces, and there are definitely a lot of stalls being set up, and some people are selling directly out of their homes of goods that they may be selling and trading. So it's not a carnival. It's definitely a big tournament, but it's a city-wide celebration and a city-wide event. So if there's anything you're interested in purchasing here before you head to the temple, you certainly can. The escort formation of dignitaries is offering to bring you to the king for a diplomatic meeting and meet and greet, should you wish to do that as well.
I would like to find an herb vendor if I can, like an alchemist, but we can also take that offline and do it outside of session.
Okay.
And I'd like to find an herb vendor, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Totally like their psychedelic mushrooms. It's like, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, we can have it done either before you go to the tournament or after. Either way, yes. Just remind me again, either in session if it's a little bit of a down moment, or we can adjudicate it afterwards too. So
okay.
I think you could probably guess what environment and availabilities there are.
Yeah, desert.
Yeah, we're in the desert biome, clearly. Tropical biome, clearly. Yeah, so tundra.
If we get involved... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
If we get involved in the tournament, was there like something specifically you wanted to make?
I don't think so. Because it takes a lot of downtime to make a new potion. So I don't mind shopping after the tournament.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I was just making sure, because that seems like to be the most immediate concern that we can predict, at least.
I have a couple things up my sleeve.
Uh-huh.
I mean, along those regards, Altair would love to, chat with the locals, regarding the tournament about are there any favored champions, any hometown heroes
Oh yeah.
they think are gonna, win it all?
Give me
That's a good one.
just give me a flat charisma check.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
The group favorite this year is someone you know. It's Raheem's Lieutenant Atlas.
Yeah, that guy looks big.
Yeah, Atlas and his crew are the fan
His name's
favorites.
Atlas.
Yeah, his name's Atlas, right? Atlas and his crew are the fan favorites to win the tournament this year. And rumor has it that should he win, Raheem will grant Atlas the rights to conduct expeditions and run a detachment of his own. So it's a coming of responsibility for Atlas, and everyone's hoping that he can earn enough honor to depart on these expeditions with his own people.
Well, if we win, we should make it a pretty good show. I wouldn't want the crowd feeling like Atlas and Roheen aren't up to snuff. They seem to handle the Remoras pretty well, even if we didn't intervene.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
You do get a little bit more of the basics of the logistics of how the tournament goes, just from talking with folks. So it's a 3-day event, and there's multiple different matches and brackets, right? So there's the main matches each day, and then there is secondary tournaments, secondary demonstrations of more unique things, as in there is some of the local crafters have been working for months on certain items, and so it's more like a judging competition. Some of the best leather workers and smiths are presenting some of their best works for judging it and for ratings, and those are exciting more to the specific people who that's their niche interest is. But it's basically 3 full days of festivities, and then it culminates obviously to the fighting championship on the last day. But there's fighting pieces of the tournaments each day, and it is solely fighting between teams of residents, right? So they're not it's not like they're bringing in monsters to fight or anything like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is there a cooking competition by any chance?
No, there's not a cooking competition, but that is due.
Maybe alchemical?
Boo.
There's no cooking competition, but yeah, it's basically it's the fighting and the secondary trade crafts that directly support fighting. So blacksmithing, leatherworking, weapons and armor making, and then there is some more propaganda patriotic design making. So it's more who can make the best new banner design posters for specific subcultures and branches. So it's who can make the crafter clan district emblem for this year kind of thing. So
Oh, are there any arcane crafters?
Give me another charisma check if you inquire about that.
Sure. Oh, 24.
Ooh.
One of the older ladies that you run into says that they used to have magical demonstrations, and there would be who can produce the most interesting new arcane technology or spell, and it fell out about 20 years ago because there was not enough people to participate in the event, and it had really low turnout. It would constantly lose turnout to the direct fighting. However, the folks that did used to put on that arcane display now have registered and put a team into the fighting tournaments to try to demonstrate the abilities to the people who do still care about it in a combat capacity. So it looks like his change it's fallen out of favor over the years, and those people are still trying to remain relevant by meeting people where they already are.
They're very martial people. What? It seems like they've been prepping for a fight. Maybe, is there? Yeah, this is something on Altaic's mind. Just like, are they looking to go on a particular mission? Like, is this in hopes to prove that, Atlas is showing, wants to prove that he can get the execution rights into the fields around the crypts of the dead. Are they planning on other more aggressive, once we're out, once we're saved by a recovering or returning spell jamming craft, we'll take this fight into the stars.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the temperament, right? The two almost religious trains of thoughts, right? Is either we have to save ourselves via the arcane technology that's been left behind by our forefathers, or we are the warriors for those who will come back to get us, right? We are the blade for our forefathers who will come and rescue us. And it's a little bit of it's clearly that secondary train of thought is a easier argument for a lot of people to think. And that seems to be generationally where it's been trending towards.
Sounds like they'll fit in right back at Eberron when they return. All right.
Okay. What else would you like to do outside of the tournament hall before you enter and meet Captain Cyrus?
Did we get, or maybe I should ask this, did Altaic get an idea of what is the event actually? Is it gladiator contests, or are there feats of strength? What is it? What's it going to be?
I can answer that based off. Altaic would have parsed this. It is team-based fighting in an arena, but it is non-lethal fighting, as in the arena is magically enchanted with a low-grade healing enchantment, so that once the fight is over, people are healed back from any sort of grievous wounds.
Nice.
So yeah, it's fighting. It's mostly martial, but there's a couple different groups that function in a different style. So it's team-based, and they have brackets for team and brackets for solo. So,
is there an idea of what's allowed and what isn't? Is magic allowed, or what's going on there?
Yeah, there's the magical team that is in. So the field in the arena allows for casting of magical spells to be done, and it prevents the spell from triggering any sort of lethal damage. So it's almost like you can use your full ability set. Mechanically, you are perfectly fine.
Okay, gotcha.
You will not kill anyone if you use your full ability sets here.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, that's what you think.
I mean, if only you had someone who could reconfigure runes to break a healing spell or something. Yeah, what else?
I think I'm excited to meet with ghosts at this point.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Let me go ahead and pull y'all then, as you are escorted out. You are escorted. Y'all still had that book, right? Who has the book?
Oh, who does
I
have a book?
think it was Toad has the book.
Okay.
The captain's log?
Yeah, the captain's log.
Yes, yeah. Should we look for Shalom now, or should we look for them? Will Shalom be with the captain, with Captain Cyrus?
You are told that Shalom will be with Captain Cyrus. Yes.
Okay.
Toad. As you are being escorted towards the stadium, you sense someone reaching for your pouch where you know your book is stored.
I would like to karate chop that person's hand.
Okay. Make me a just make me a standard attack check with anything. Like an unarmed strike is fine.
I will attempt to topple the intruder.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I can just do an attack.
Okay. All right. Your attempt to topple this hooded individual fails. They do not get your book. However, they're immediately beginning to turn to mist and jump down another alley between two buildings.
Toad will call out to the party. The person tried to steal from us.
What?
A thief already? This is a real city.
Okay. Yeah.
So the escort that you're with immediately apologizes. Thievery has no honor in this city, and they dispatch 3 out of the 6 that are with you to chase down the thief. They apologize profusely for this incident, and they hope that you will forgive those who have lost all of their honor in this city. They will be caught and punished swiftly.
Altair wants to try to get the thief himself.
Okay.
And he's just like, "Oh, hold on, I'll be right back."
Okay. So you try to pursue this thief?
Could I help?
Yeah, so they're already you're starting, like, they're not within sight range, and they cast something that appears to be what you would recognize to be like Misty Step. So they're already pretty far away. What would you like to try to do?
Altair would like to set up Toad with haste.
Oh, geez.
Ooh.
Okay.
And it's just like, okay, we only have a minute. You could get them.
Toad will. Are they on the ground as they're running away, or did they take to the rooftops, or?
They disappeared into mist like Misty Steps. You don't know what direction they went to. Where you are right now, right? We'll say that you were probably right about here. They probably, based on your passive perception, you heard some scammering. They probably went north into the cities, into the houses.
I will wild shape into a giant owl then.
Okay.
And attempt to pursue them north.
Okay.
And look out for them.
Okay. All right. You wild shape into a giant owl.
Hell yeah.
Grab some random chase music here. Okay. So, wild shape into a giant owl to try to track the thief. All right. They were wearing what appeared to be like some sort of, it didn't seem to be military or martial garb, and they were heavily robed. So I'm assuming you're looking for someone who matches the brief description that you got as you take off into owl form.
Yes. Can I, before I wild shape, I would like to hand the bag of holding to Rick.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Easy enough.
Wish.
Which is where the journal is.
Okay, got it. So you wild shape into owl, you hand the bag off to Rick. That's totally fine. Okay, and you're now hasted. So you're very fast. Okay. So go ahead and make me that perception roll with advantage to try to spot this individual wearing the same wearing that garb. Okay. You do not spot anyone running or being pursued by the guards. They're like fanning out, trying to spread out and look around. You do not spot anyone in the same gear that you saw when they tried to snatch your stuff. They seem to have left your initial peripheral sight, and you can see pretty high and pretty far. You don't have a current track on it.
Before a Toad fully left the vicinity, could Altec have set up the telepathic speech?
Yeah, that's a quick and easy thing.
Awesome.
I'll take. I don't see them. I'm not sure where they could have gone.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if I have like locate object in my. I don't. Okay. I'll take. Will. Okay. Haste is already concentration. Detect thoughts is concentration. Yeah. I'll take. Will try to. So if they're still inside, we might have to flush them out, but I don't want to make this like a huge. I don't want to make this, an invading spelljamming event. What was it that they took again, or what did they try to take?
It.
Oh, they didn't take it. Gotcha.
Over here.
Can I'll take investigate the on the ground, and try to look for someone indoors who or underneath under some a roof or overhang, trying to evade attention.
Sure. Yeah. Give me an investigation check. And Toad, you can give me another perception check to try to keep an eye out.
To reroll this. That doesn't automatically mark on 3. Hey, there we go. 22.
Okay.
Nice.
22. You spot a young boy with something in his hands, speaking into it as they are looking at your group in the alley to the south of you. So he's around. Might not be able to see that. Let me change my. I think I can change my color real quick. Aha! You spot. Yeah, there we go. There's a little boy with a rock over here. It looks like a street urchin. Who's holding some sort of stone over here.
Perfect. Tay will, using telepathic speech, call that out to Toad.
Okay.
It's looks like just looks like a kid with a little rock, but it might be magical. We might be trying to do something right now.
Maybe a sending stone?
Maybe. I wonder who they're talking to. Let's see. If it's an alley, maybe we can, maybe we could catch them from the north and the south.
Yeah, I can turn around and head back. Do I? Because I made that second perception roll. Did I see anything else?
You thought you saw. So, you thought you saw the guards key in on someone and they grabbed them, and it's not anyone wearing the garb, and it's an old lady, and she almost has a heart attack from these guards, and they apologize profusely as they recognize her.
I will fly back towards Altaic and the little street urchin.
Okay, got it.
And I will try to go to the south side of the alley
Gotcha.
to.
Val and Rick, What are y'all doing
Yeah,
during this?
I mean, I'll pan out too, just like see if we can find out any like if we can see anybody cooperating like with another rock, like trying to communicate in any obvious way,
Okay.
like in this alley maybe.
Okay. Gotcha. Are you trying to keep an eye out for anyone else?
Basically anybody that would look like they're communicating directly,
Okay.
or listening to something, or
Gotcha. Give me that perception check, and then Rick, let me know what you're doing.
Rick is first going to check that nothing has been stolen from his person. Does Rick have everything that he had in his inventory when he entered the town?
Your inventory is fine. There is things
Gotcha.
missing out of the bag of holding.
Rick will do an inventory of the bag of holding.
All right, so bag of holding. Here's what you're missing. My mouse cursor just go. No
You want to
Windows
put it in the
update.
character
Go
chat,
away.
or
No, I've got Toad's bag of holding open right now. So Toad, the following is missing from the bag of holding. The Lantern of Revealing is gone.
No.
Your Elixir of Health is gone. What else? The gems are gone. So some of the gems, not all of them. The blue ones. So Sardonyx, Tourmaline, and Turquoise is gone. Do you have any gold in here? No, you don't have any straight gold in here. The Chalcedony stone is gone as well. So basically all your blue stones and moonstone. So all the blue stones are gone. Your Lantern of Revealing is gone. The Elixir of Health, and then the book is gone. The Captain's Log.
Oh, I thought you said that he didn't get the book.
The original thief did not get the book. That is correct.
oh,
I see.
Valerian, you see a whole bunch of footprints over here, but I mean, it's looked like foot traffic has been coming through here for a while, so hard to tell how fresh.
yeah, just keeping an eye out,
Yep.
kind of staying vigilant.
So Rick, you know that. You can tell the others as Toad and Altaic approach the street urchin.
diggity damn it. Rick is actually going to ask one of the guards a question if we have
Okay.
time.
Yeah, no, you can.
Hey, you guys get a lot of crime around here, or what?
No.
Seems like a small town for crime. I mean, is that normal?
no. Crime is pretty rare. At most, you have some people down on their luck who have been estranged from their family. But I mean, they have a small group of people who are, I think every single town has some small population. But they already have suspicions as to who those people might be. They're known in the community. So they'll start checking the usual suspects, but they're going to try to catch that one particular thief and see if it's someone on their known assailants list. But there's only about, the population is 350. I mean, it's maybe 10% of that. So
Any place where these usual suspects congregate, or are they like all over the town?
they're gonna look into it as soon as you are brought to a place of safety. The other three of them are immediately going to go to any known hideouts.
But I'm trying to get information from them. Can I make try to convince them to let me in on what they know?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make a persuasion roll. See if he'll allow you to participate in the investigation.
I'm more so trying to figure out like who do they already think did it,
Oh yeah, okay.
if they have an idea of anybody.
Yeah. Asking about the usual suspects. Go ahead. Was that blind?
No. And it's gone. That's perception. There we go.
We'll circle back to the answers on that in a minute. Altaic, Toad, you confront the street urchin in the alley.
Yeah. He wants to approach us like, Yeah, Altaic doesn't want to spook them and drive them away or attract too much more attention. He would like, for this part of the investigation to just be handled by the crew of the Dragonhawk.
He was looking
kind of just like
your
more
way.
casually said, Yeah, obviously, as a new visitor, he'll be able to mark. We're probably the ones he stole from. It's like, hey, and it's like, hey, you found it. It's like, thanks so much. Like trying to get them an out to return the, to return maybe, or maybe give them information.
You found the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Make me let's call that a deception check.
Gotcha.
Blind as well.
Perfect.
Is Toad still in Giant Owl?
Blind GM roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Toad, I think, is like perched on one of these houses above the alleyway.
Okay. Got it. The boy is confused and doesn't understand. He's like, what? Someone else handed me this. I don't know you. Go away.
It's like, oh, perfect. It's like, sorry, we're new, and obviously we misplaced that. Do you want to trade?
He hands you the rock and then just tries to run away. He's like, I didn't do anything. As he runs down the alley away from you towards where Toad is perched above.
Toad will fly down in front of the little boy, not at all worried about scaring him.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, little boy's real scared of this giant owl.
Be not afraid.
The little
What are
boy
you doing?
little boy does a quick 180 and tries to run past you, Altair.
Oh, hold on. Hey. Before you go, who could you tell us anything about the one who gave you the rock?
Some old lady gave it to me and told me to say when you all split up. That's it. I don't know anything else. Let me go, please. I didn't do anything.
All right.
Okay, and he just darts off.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
Ah!
Did he say an old lady? I think the guards caught an old lady.
Ooh, the minute might be coming up. This is gonna suck, Toad. Sorry about that.
I feel great. I don't even. Oh no. Oh dear.
Oh no.
It'll pass. It'll be okay.
Oh, I hate that I have to throw up every time I'm in wild shape form. It's the worst.
All right, let's get back.
Okay.
What is this? This is like the sending stone.
Yeah, it's a sending stone. Yeah, you would understand the magic as to be a sending stone.
It's not our sending stone.
It's not yours. No.
Sure.
An
Ours has
interesting.
Hello Kitty flair on it.
Yeah, sparkly.
It is clearly much more expensive than what this street urchin would be able to afford.
Does it look like it is of Carnathian make at all?
Ooh.
Perchance.
Give me
Here you go,
do either a history or investigation. History investigation.
Okay.
Blind, please.
All right. I'll give you history.
Her.
Is it blind GM roll?
Yeah, blind GM. Okay. Does not appear to be of Carnathian. It appears to be something made by the folks here.
I would like to use my inspiration.
Yeah, average roll.
In fact, I don't know whether it's good or bad, so I will just use it anyway. I'll use my inspiration.
Sure. Okay. Definitely not Carnath. It appears to be made in the style of arcane devices of high capacity, like you saw down in Shalom's shop down in Bright West. It's like that level of quality. So it's using some of that like dark like obsidian-esque metal that's clearly taken from the ship. So it's not even a stone. It's almost like a metal. It's an old school phone brick, almost. Yeah, high quality make. This kid does not have the money to afford this, and it's definitely not Karnak.
Do you think we have the means to find or triangulate the partner using the stone?
You could try yelling
The
into
other user?
Yeah. We'll see if we can find the matched pair.
It's not a bad idea.
Just start screaming into it.
Yeah. I guess Altek will begin to start casting. But you know, the kid I found this off of mentioned an old lady passing it to them, so we have some kind of description.
As you're
looking
getting
onto-
ready to cast more like deep dive investigatory stuff, the 3 escorts that you're with fully volunteer the assistance of Chief Roheen and Shalom, and perhaps even Captain Cyrus to assist with this matter. We can totally discuss it with them, and they will undoubtedly offer to help locate any of these lost goods while this tournament is ongoing. You shouldn't feel like these goods will be gone for more than a day, and you should enjoy the tournament should you be able to put this past your mind. But if you can't, it's understandable as well. But they doubt Captain Cyrus would ignore a matter of such dignitaries as yourselves as a first engagement.
Did the guards still have the old lady they captured, or did they let the old lady
No,
go?
the other 3 guards return and report to the leader that they were unable to find the thief that originally ran off. And the guard will tell them to go ahead and start hitting the usual spots of the usual folks. So those 3 head off and start going into that. And Rick, circling back to your question, thank you for being patient. It is really a matter of like roaming alleys of thrown together tents, right? Like these people who clearly don't have a home, because there is a homeless population here, so they hit there first. And that's usually the outcast folks who've turned to a life of crime, at least in this city. And then there's a few other folks that regularly join the expedition teams who have a criminal history. So they hit those folks up too.
I see. Well, this doesn't sound like them, to be honest with you. But I doubt someone living on the streets knows how to cast Misty Step. If they do, then I mean, this place does a really bad job of finding talent and utilizing it.
Well, they've already disincentivized the arcane, haven't they? It's maybe our criminal underbelly here are all the mages they've disenfranchised.
Am I getting the vibe that's possible?
I mean, it certainly could happen. But you're not getting the vibe that the people that they're immediately going to suspect is anybody who has magic. You're not getting that sense.
Well, they should, because the person used magic.
That's fair.
We gotta take over this investigation. Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta take over this investigation. These guys suck.
Well, they do suck, and they're desperately trying to get you to come with them to up-channel it to their superiors so they can actually do something about it.
All right, I'm
Gotcha.
gonna find a higher level detective.
Can I insight these guards? Do they seem like genuine, like, or do they seem like, because they're saying like go back to Shalom when the sending stone is like made from similar materials that they have access to.
Yeah, you can give me an insight check, blind. And anybody else who wants to make that insight roll can make it too. I'm assuming that you're all together at this point.
Oh, hell.
You know what? So will I. Our powers combined.
We are Captain Planet.
They didn't take anything too dangerous. You didn't keep, like, they didn't take bombs or, purple worm poison.
No,
Nope.
no,
It's kind of weird what
not
they
really.
took, actually. They took the lantern, which, I don't know, I guess that's valuable. That's a pretty good thing to take. Elixir of healing, which, I mean, sure, I guess. Only blue gemstones. That's interesting. And the captain's log, which I guess someone on this planet would want that. That makes some sense. But the lantern of revealing and the elixir of health and the gemstones are, like, baffling to me.
How did they have so much time to pull out so many items from the bag of holding while we were walking through a well-lit day on this road?
They're damn good. That's what it is.
That is the question. And so the guard, they seem to be on the up and up. They seem to be just as blindsided on this about this as you. They recommend that you allow them to escort you to their superiors and the leaders to file an inventory of the items lost, and they will immediately begin investigating and looking into the books.
I don't mean to be a stickler, but do we trust these people to do the investigation, or should we do it ourselves?
I think we should report
can do it.
but also, of course, do it ourselves.
Yeah, they can do it, but we're gonna also do it. I mean, they can't stop us, right?
I think, at least for me, I would. If you also want to participate in the tournament, that's fine. But this feels like it takes priority over the tournament.
Tournament.
I agree.
The tournament goes from sunrise to sunset, so you have time in the evenings if you wanted to investigate this as well.
Yeah, I think Toad is like single-mindedly like, I'm not going to participate during the day. Like, someone stole from us and is like foregoing the tournament in order to investigate. Is wanting to do that at least.
So exciting.
Perfectly
Do you
fine.
always have something? This is always what happens when you go to a big city.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of, yeah. If only there were social programs that took care of people and made so they didn't feel like they needed to turn to a
If
life of crime.
only.
When does the tournament start? The first day?
It's today, and it's starting in
Yeah.
it's starting soon. The crowds are heading to the arena.
All right, we might just be. Okay, Todd, I gotta be honest. I want to be in that tournament, because I gotta tell you, the thief ain't gonna go nowhere, right?
That's totally valid. I think you guys should join the tournament still, sure. But I don't know, I feel disgusting that someone stole from us and something that we promised to get for Shalom and his people, and it doesn't feel gross to you that someone like, I don't know, did that?
I mean, I want to
Feels
find
like
out.
a rite of passage.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
that's a
we
weird
can-
way to look at it.
we
That's actually
can-
a very positive way to look at it.
Yeah. But above the table, we can totally split those narratives. We can do both of those things if y'all wanted to split it up. Just know that right, you'll be degraded in both of those capacities. However, you will have the advantage of not missing the tournament and getting kind of a immediate jump start on this thing.
Okay.
Oh,
is Signy around? Maybe we could still have our
Yeah.
cake and eat it.
You totally can. You can grab the B team.
Yeah, I actually was gonna suggest that exactly. Not only Signy, but I think Sylvie would be a great choice here too. While the tournament's going on, all eyes are on the tournament, and the eyes that are not on the tournament are likely to be our suspects. So if we just set up our people, and
Yeah, that's
I think they're more than capable, and there wouldn't be any reason that we can't trust them to, at least make decisions.
I think we should
Okay.
also be careful that taking too much of a security team off of the Dragonhawk. If this person stole from us and they stole specific items,
Right.
who's to say that they can't get onto the Dragonhawk also?
Now, a lot of the rooms are locked magically, which is good, but I do completely agree. I don't think that we bring out the security team. I think we bring out our more low key or
I mean,
people like Savina that are more like socially able to get information.
Yeah, I mean, you
very
can
subtly.
Above the table, right? You all each have two PC. You know, you have two characters you can drive. I think you can reasonably maintain. You know, Chief Gus should probably stay on the ship, right? Especially if you're concerned about theft. But if y'all want to split it up where the four of you still attend the tournament, and then you pick four other people, if you consult with anybody about that, they'll tell you that's probably a safe option. And mechanically, I think it's fun that y'all can do both at the same time.
You know, Toad, if I could pitch this to you, the thieves are going to be, you know, very wary if we're out looking for them. But if we're attending the tournament and they know that we're in it, they might be more open about what they're doing, and we can have some of our, you know, interlocutors find them.
But and any moment that we have in between, I think we take that opportunity to absolutely look ourselves.
I mean, if that's what you guys think is best, of course, that's what I'll do. If you think participating in the tournament is a good distraction, that's fine. I guess I just feel sorry. I'm not like I don't go to cities. I'm not a cities kind of warforged. I've never had things stolen from me before that are so important.
Little small town warforged.
And I just, you know, I don't know that we can trust. No offense, Toad says very loudly to like the other guards around. I don't know if we can trust their handling of.
If y'all,
I mean, I agree. Once we get the, if we get like a shore party to come down here, we can send the dragon hop up into the sky. You know, that makes you feel better.
True.
That would make me feel better. That's right.
Yes.
That would make me
you absolutely
not too far up because I still want it to be in eyesight.
Yeah,
but
it's not hard to have Oak Blossom hover, you know, like 30, 40 feet above the landing relatively easily.
Maybe like 50 feet out of Misty Step range.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That said, I am interested in this little investigation. I got some ideas. So the items they got taken from us, I wonder if they're random or if they mean something. And if they mean something, maybe, you know, they took the elixir of healing because someone they know is hurt, right? Or they took the lantern of revealing because they need to find something invisible, something like that. We need to get our party prepared to investigate these leads.
Okay. Y'all wanna? I think right now is a good time to take a break until the top of the hour, and then we can come back and sort out logistics and jump back on the recording. Sound good?
All right. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. All right. So we're back on. So the four officers elected to have a secondary team come off the Dragonhawk, then positioning the Dragonhawk about 50, 60 feet up in the air, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, a safe distance that no one can like sneak on.
Okay. Yep. I'll just say easy 60 feet for the Dragonhawk. I'll just pull a Dragonhawk. So the Dragonhawk is posted up right over here. And it's just hovering about 60 feet. That's right. Okay. So then you have the four of you, 5 that are getting off the ship, and you are intending to task the 5 of them to look into the investigation while you keep up appearances remaining at the tournament. Am I understanding this situation correctly?
And we should let them know to keep an eye out for getting, you know, don't also get something stolen while you're investigating the stealing.
Should I leave like the bag of holding on the ship, do you think? I feel bad that things were stolen out of it on my watch.
Anything in particular we need? We can try to keep on our person.
Oh, I mean, I don't think we're gonna need to like revivify anybody.
Yeah, probably not. That would never come up.
Yeah, never.
I don't know what the rules are about using poisons in the tournament, but
I assume
I'd be
any-
fine to store it.
If you feel comfortable storing it on the ship, I think that's fine. But I still trust you. I mean, you did nothing wrong. You were under the assumption that we were protected and guarded, and that was obviously not the case.
They did this in bright daylight with all of us around. So
And our escort supposedly escorting us.
That all have very shameful looks on their faces.
Okay, I'll keep it on me, but I'll stay as long as I can. I'll stay in like another form. And
Oh wait,
Toad will.
wait. Maybe before you do that, can you just like wear the bag around your neck and have it in front of you like a little knapsack, like you're holding it like a fanny pack? Be a lot harder to steal if it's like in front of you, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it would have been hard to steal when it was like on my side, and they managed to like not only steal from us but like target us. Like they knew we had those items in our bag of holding potentially.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe they can go invisible or something. I don't.
That would explain why
We
they took
don't.
the lantern of revealing.
Yeah, we don't have the lantern any longer. They had enough time to rifle through it and potentially target items. So
I
I'll-
will
I'll-
also. Go ahead, sorry.
I'll keep it on me, and then I'll just stay in wolf form as much as I can, or another form.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's good.
I'm tracking all that. I heard all that. Arthur's coming on that thing. Hello, sir. Come on, don't be shy. Come on. Come on, sir. Come sit down. Boo. Ah! You got it. Odie.
Hey guys,
Hi, Arthur.
I
Right there.
was just building something in Minecraft, and I built a castle and an obstacle point and my cave.
That's
Cool,
awesome.
buddy.
That sounds like a dungeon I'd like we could adventure in.
There's one ladder, but there's two ladders in one of my house, my basement, like the castle and my cave.
And just say goodnight to everyone.
Good night.
Good night, Arthur.
But who I know?
It's them. You know who they are. You ask every single time, and you have brand new. Give me a hug. It's them. It's our friends playing. Yeah. Okay. It's everyone. Yeah. It's Allie, Kate, Eugene, and Moses.
Wait.
It's the four of them. You've seen them every single. Yes, you know. Okay. Good night, sir. Go with mommy.
Moses.
He's right there. Good night, sir. I love you. I love how he acts like he don't recognize your pictures at this point. Okay. Anything you need to pass along to your security, your investigation team before you head out? I'm assuming that you debrief all of them on the events that occurred. But anything in particular you want to hand over, or anything you need to discuss with them? Hello?
Yeah, they seem to be magically inclined. They evaded all of our perceptions, so be vigilant, but magically so. Detect magic, if they have it, be very helpful.
Tell them about all the information that we have as well already with the old lady and the kid and Sitting Stone.
Okay.
I also want to grab Phantom from the Dragon Hook as well.
You can do that. That's fine. Is your intent to bring Phantom in the tournament?
It is.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Let's go ahead. Anything else you need to do before you are led to the arena?
I'm all set.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
All right. You are escorted down the street under as much careful watch as they possibly can at this point. Past the late arrivals and the last of the groups funneling towards this large tournament arena setup. There is a small procession of musical trumpets playing as you're entered in and greeted in, and you're quickly diverted from the general population into the side rooms, and into the back of the arena where you can be brought to meet the leadership. Right. So let me go ahead and pull us to that main map here. As you get an eye for what's going on inside the ice room, and it's immediately clear and apparent to all here that this is not a standard sandy tournament floor.
No.
It's
slippery, slidey, icy.
slidey ice with a stone pedestal in the middle that seems to have good footing, and that's about it. You can see the enchantments along the walls, not on this picture, but you can see the runes etched along the walls of the glyphs of healing that will hopefully keep you alive and safe in these fights. Assuming that it works as intended. And you are brought to meet Captain Cyrus alongside his two younger brothers. So Captain Cyrus is about a head taller than both of these other two gentlemen here as he approaches with his escort here. Wow. There you go. Not display for you?
Mm-mm.
Y'all can zoom in. Y'all can see what's
Subject is not known.
Yeah. That's part of the corruption file stuff. So Captain Cyrus, in his formal wear, greets you all with a smile. He says, "Travelers, welcome. I see that you have introduce yourselves to my brothers in quite a notorious and popular fashion. You are well enjoyed in this city from the reputations that have preceded you. I am Captain Cyrus of the Aventan people on this moon of Dravago. We greet thee, and may the stars light your way." Hello?
That's just the most